Welcome back. So today I thought we might talk about what makes you watch a movie. I was having a conversation with my wife last night and we was talking about what draws you to a movie. And it picked up because I was obviously talking about what my top 10 favourite movies of Adam Sandler was. And I was like, well, usually obviously Adam Sandler draws me to the movie to watch it. Then we sort of spoke about directors a little bit. And I said, obviously Christopher Nolan is like one director that pulls me in. And I'm like, I'm usually going to give that a watch because I like his work and stuff. Ridley Scott's another one. And then there's obviously a couple other ones. I can't quite think of the names now, but there's other ones out there. And then we're talking about actors. And we're talking about like overrated actors, which ones don't get enough credit, ones that deserve the credit they get. So I'm just going to go through some of the people that I think are either just like I've classed as my top go-to people that draw me in, the movie stars. Which you don't really get anymore, to be honest with you. It's like a big conversation. Like it's not very often you get the people that draw you to the movie. But I'm wondering, this is the conversation: is are there still some people out there that can do that? So I'm going to do the obvious one. When I see that Leonardo DiCaprio is in the film, that usually draws me in because I'm like, how great he is, and it's cliche, and everyone probably thinks the same 9 times out of 10. He's a great actor. The fact he's only got one Oscar is crazy, but it's the world we are in, and there are other great actors out there. But yeah, like I say, him. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and give it a watch. So some other people are like Adam Sandler for me. I know it's not. He probably is overrated, but I just like the comedy, so he'll draw me to a film. Brad Pitt is kind of up there 9 times out of 10. I'm like, I'll give this a watch. And it's usually because Brad Pitt's in it. If you chuck some other actor in it, I'm like, am I going to really watch that? Probably not. So we've got him. Anna Hathaway, she's amazing. 9 times out of 10 again. I'll watch a film just because she's in it. So you've got some top stars there. Then we go to sort of the overrated people, in my opinion. You have people like, oh, this is going to go. Margot Robbie is overrated. She's good in a couple of films, like Babylon. She's nuts in that and does very well in that. And then there's another film. Can't remember what it is now. Can't remember. But I feel like she's just there. Millie Bobby Brown. I haven't really seen much from her. She's everywhere, but I'm not seeing much. Chris Pratt is the same. I just feel like, he's everywhere. I feel like Star-Lord, he was carried by the script more than him. And we're actually looking at the Marvel Universe and just seeing like how many of them people in the Marvel Universe are actually like you class as really good actors. And we're going through and it wasn't a great deal. I don't know if that's because they're being held back because of just what they're in. So we'll see, because obviously Tom Holland's got some more films coming out that are not so Spider-Man. Then you've got, so this is the thing, because Chris Evans has then done things and they haven't been that very good. So it's kind of like, okay. And then we're also talking about just like who sometimes an actor has done like a great performance that you then kind of think, oh, are they being held back for what they're doing? So we're talking about like Hugh Grant. And obviously at the beginning of his career, he was so just the British rom-com guy. He'd be in like everything. And that's what people wanted. You know, at that time, that was the genre that was very everywhere. So good on him. But if you look at the last maybe 5 years or so, he's not that guy anymore. So he's gone off to do other stuff. And I think he's been brilliant in the other stuff. So he's obviously done Wonka and he was the Oompa Loompa. Would never have thought that in a million years that he would play the Oompa Loompa, but he's done a fantastic. I thought he was probably the best part of the film for me. Just not a musical fan, so the funny bit was very much appreciated. Then you got the weird, creepy film. I can't remember what it's called, but he was really good in that too. And then you got the Gentleman film. He was great in that. Like, and he's kind of got that character. It's brilliant, and he should just stick to that sort of character. He's funny, and I never thought, I'm not being crazy, but I just didn't think he had it in him. I didn't think he was the comedy type. I just thought he was the rom-com guy. Yeah, and it's just interesting to see other people like that. And I was talking about like, so I wasn't particularly not a bad fan. I just didn't. I was like, oh, Ryan Gosling's here, wicked, like cool. And I love he's in Crazy Stupid Love. He's great in that, but he didn't bring much to it. I was just like, he's the Ken of the world. But last couple of films I've seen him in, obviously Project Hail Mary has put him in like another level for me. I thought, yes, we're going places. So it's interesting because like, is he going to keep going that way, or is he just going to go back to what he was doing? I don't know. And it's half the fun, to be honest, of these things. But I struggle now. I don't really look at the actors like I used to pick a film. It is now the film has to be sold for me to watch it. I don't care if Will Smith's in the film. I don't care if, I don't know, Julia Roberts is in the film, or who's big at the moment? Well, Chris Pratt, like as an example. I'm like, I really just don't care. It's more now the film, the trailer has to set it on me. At the moment, we've still got the Marvel Universe that sort of draws me into those films because I'm kind of just ticking away. It's getting harder. It is definitely getting harder, but just ticking away. I'm trying to keep up with the story, and obviously I've watched every single one, the movie wise. So I kind of want to know how it pays off. But say if they scrap, I say that, like at the moment you've got Clayface that came out as a trailer, and I would not have thought that was a DC movie. Not a bad thing. It's just very different it seemed more like a horror movie. If that's the way they want to go, brilliant. Something different. They should be different because the superhero world is very just fatigued and it needs new life. Not James Gunn new life though. Lord, not James Gunn. But yeah, so that's my sort of input. Let me sort of know what you think in the comments below. But I just feel like there are definitely now like still some movie stars out there, like I said with Leonardo and Woody Harrelson. I'd probably go towards Brad Pitt. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're just having a little talk, and I'm just intrigued. What drags you to a movie? Is it now the trailers? Is it the genre of the film? You just like a comedy guy, you just watch anything comedy? Would you, like you say, same as me, you still have a handful of people that are like, yes, I need to watch that because they're in it. But are you a bit tired of Pedro Pascal and being chucked down your throat and Millie Bobby Brown being chucked down your throat? At one point it was Margot Robbie chucked down your throat and then Zendaya chucked down your throat. And you're like, please, just give me variety. I don't need to see the same person in like 6 films in 1 year. So like Zendaya, I think she's doing like 5 films this year. And I'm just like, damn, have a time out, you know? But she is, so if you enjoy her while you can. But yeah, let me know below how you are drawn to films. Is there a specific actor you still look out for, or are you just along for the ride and just go with whatever's around? But thank you for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button, and if you're new around here, please subscribe. Thank you again, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.